Imagine a Valve VR headset that's a hybrid, standalone like a Quest, polished like the best PCVR rigs, and plugged into Steam's entire library.
Valve is building a brand new headset, and it's not just an Index 2.
You want to talk about Valve's new VR hardware right on the eve of the arrival of your new VR headset that you spent over $1,000 on?
We just got some massive news about the Valve Index 2 headset, as well as some insane VR game news that you don't want to miss.
Valve's next headset has reportedly entered mass production.
Rumor and code leaks point to exactly that. Today we break down everything known about Valve's rumored headset, codenamed Deckard and possibly branded SteamFrame. Specs, price, release window, controllers, software strategy, and whether this could actually shake up VR. Stick around. Short version, standalone high-end VR, Pancake lenses, eye tracking, new gamepad-style controllers, SteamOS integration, and a likely price near $1,200. But there's more nuance than that. Let's dig in. For years, Valve has been iterating on VR hardware. The Index was a high-water mark for PCVR, but Deckard appears to be a different beast, a true hybrid. The leaks and code sleuthing suggest Valve wants a headset that can operate fully standalone with its own OS and apps, but also serve as a high-quality PCVR headset through wired or wireless streaming. The possible retail name showing up in filings and code is SteamFrame.
Prototypes have been tied to the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 or Gen 3 chips, so performance is on par with the majority of the wireless headsets we see today. Or the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which has 25% better performance and battery efficiency.
Valve even filed the trademark in the US, covering devices, controllers, streaming software, and accessories. Data miners also found references to frames for SteamVR overlays, hinting at a rethink of the interface as well.
Valve has applied for a trademark on the term SteamFrame, and between the content of the filings and some heavy-duty data mining by Brad Lynch, aka Sadly It's Bradley on Twitter, it looks like new VR hardware might soon be officially announced by Valve.
No official launch date yet. Multiple insiders and leakers peg late 2025 as a target for market launch, with some expecting early 2026. A Chinese analyst group reported that mass production began in early October 2025, and Valve is planning as many as 600,000 units a year, suggesting a launch before year-end is plausible. So expect announcements and pre-orders in that window. But remember, leaks and analyst reports aren't confirmations. Valve has surprised us before. The rumored price for the complete package, headset plus controllers, is around $1,200. That's premium. Multiple leaks converge on that number. Interestingly, reports say Valve might sell at a loss even at this price point, implying the goal is to capture the high-end enthusiast market and secure a foothold rather than chase mass market margins. Expect Valve to include demos or first-party experiences out of the box. If Valve subsidizes hardware, they'll be prioritizing platform adoption and ecosystem lock-in, similar to what we've seen with other Valve hardware projects. In SteamVR beta code, two designations showed up: Deckard DV1 and Deckard DV2. Valve uses DV for late-stage development. Does this mean two SKUs? Not certain. Historically, Valve devices like the Index and Steam Deck went through multiple DV stages without spawning separate consumer models, so this could simply reflect revisions or internal builds. The technical rumor sheet is impressive. Expect at least 1,440p per eye at 120 Hz, possibly using micro OLED or very high-density LCD.
Prototypes have seen this device have LCDs 120Hz at 2160 by 2160, but it's more likely that we're going to be seeing 2880 by 2880 per eye micro OLEDs.
Pancake or aspheric lenses are likely, giving sharper images and less distortion than older Fresnel optics. Eye tracking and foveated rendering are on the roadmap. That reduces rendering load and increases perceived detail where you're looking. Tracking appears to be inside out via cameras, no base stations needed, and high-res pass-through cameras suggest mixed reality features.
What this probably looks like, based on that every rumor I've seen about Deckard indicates that it's going to be inside-out tracking with onboard processing. What this seems to add up to is an inside-out with built-in compute VR headset, more akin to what we've seen from the Meta Quest lineup or Apple Vision Pro lineup.
Audio is expected to follow Valve's preference for open quality solutions similar to the Index or Steam Deck approach. Overall, the hardware reads like a high-fidelity standalone with PC-grade aspirations. The controllers found in SteamVR code are called ROY. They ditch the big tracking rings and rely on camera-based tracking, much like how inside-out tracking works for the headset.
There's also very strong signs of eye tracking and foveated rendering across Steam's VR's code. The ROY controllers are ringless, gamepad style, designed for both VR and flat-screen Steam game experiences.
The layout is interesting. Gamepad-style controls with ABXY buttons, shoulder buttons, a D-pad, and analog sticks. There's even a rumored gamepad mode to play classic Steam games in big picture mode. Those buttons and sticks could make non-VR titles and streaming PC games much more accessible within the headset, signaling Valve's interest in bridging VR and traditional gaming paradigms. Software is where Valve's competitive advantage really shows. Deckard is expected to run a SteamOS variant tailored to VR. That means a standalone VR storefront experience with native access to Steam content. No PC required for many experiences. At the same time, Valve will support PCVR through Steam Link or a special USB wireless dongle meant for low-latency streaming without needing a router. Importantly, Valve seems to want to preserve the entire SteamVR ecosystem, so room-scale PCVR titles and big Steam libraries remain available for those who want maximum fidelity. The frame naming in code could indicate a reimagined overlay or spatial interface, something that changes how Steam content is presented in VR. Valve's positioning is clear. This isn't a mass-market play like Meta's Quest line. The target is experienced VR users, enthusiasts, and developers, people who expect high-end tech and flexible PC integration. Think a hybrid between Meta Quest 3's flexibility, Pimax Crystal's image ambitions, and Apple Vision Pro's system polish. The company's likely strategy: prioritize technical maturity, iterate with developer feedback, and build a long-term platform. That fits Valve's history of sustainable innovation rather than chasing short-term sales numbers. Reality check: the VR market isn't exploding. A premium $1,200 headset faces competition from polished, cheaper mobile VR devices and well-entrenched PCVR setups. Even with technical excellence, a headset that's expensive and aimed at enthusiasts might not spark a rapid market turnaround. Valve's best bet is a slow, steady approach: build a loyal user base, attract developers, and refine the platform over time. If Valve truly subsidizes the hardware, they're playing the long game, platform growth over hardware profit. That could work, but only if early software and developer support exceed expectations. So what do we have? A likely late 2025 or early 2026 launch, a standalone by design high-end headset running a VR-specialized SteamOS, Pancake lenses, eye tracking, inside-out tracking, new ROY controllers with a gamepad layout, and a rumored price of around $1,200. Valve's looking to appeal to enthusiasts and developers and to build a hybrid device that bridges the best of standalone and PCVR. If Valve nails the software polish, gets those first-party demos right, and the streaming experience is solid, Deckard, or SteamFrame, could be the high-end headset many of us have been waiting for. But it's not a guaranteed revolution. Would you buy a $1,200 Valve headset or wait for a future revision? Let us know in the comments.